Okay, so I'm gonna cover just the overview of each slides. Now, this is this week's slides, 2-4, that's today. Next week's slides are already built right here, 2-11. It says 2-4 because I just copied them, but this is next week's slides. They're already built. If you have anything to add, you can add it. And then make sure whenever, like Jaden, you're gonna be working on these slides, like you're gonna present these slides, but at the same time, like make the next set of slides before the meeting. So in case anybody has anything to add for next week, they can already do it. And then here's how these work. Like at the very beginning of the meeting, or like before the meeting, everybody adds information on what they kind of did so that we can present it and it goes fast. And people who don't come to the meeting because they can just read the slides and they'll have a really good understanding on like what you did. So just add info, and then we can read it during the meeting and people can kind of look at it even after the meeting. That's the whole point of these, to make it really user friendly. Now, this slide, where are we at? We can all build. I have the feeling like if you put the work in, like Jaden, if you go and check in with people, people will tell you about things and then you can build these and then, that puts less pressure on us. At the same time, like we should be editing. Like I DM'd Mila on Slack to add something here, but she might have not seen it. But that's sort of the whole point of like these slides, right? That slide is a summary of where we at, and then people can add some things in. All right. And then right here is like team oriented stuff. This is sort of for us to add in, right? If we did some outreach, you put it here. If you need more space, make another slide. It's all chill. And then we made another section for social media. Right over here, this is the stuff that we need to, okay, this is the stuff that I thought about. And I think this current game plan that I just made is going to work the best. So before we had a ton of freedom to like put what we wanted to get done next time, but that's also super tough because you guys might not know what you want to get done. And that's a lot of pressure to come up with on the spot. So what I've done is right here, I've listed the things that are going to be everybody's tasks for the upcoming week. Now, here's the catch. If you beat me to this slide, you can do what you want to do. And I'm going to work on these slides the day before. So if you don't know what you want to do next week, then I'll give you something to do next week. But if you beat me to it, you can do whatever you want. Just like write it on this slide so we know. Does that make sense? That's like the biggest point of all of this. That I was like, yo, this is a genius idea. Give myself a pat on the back for it.
Cool. Wait, so I didn't know I was supposed to like put stuff in before. So should I put that in this one right now?
I mean, do you want to do something?
Well, the thing you gave me to do, I made a tiny bit of progress on. So.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, if you want to put it into these slides, that's the link. Yeah, and for future reference, I will clip the next meeting slides. This is the next meeting. This is the one that Jaden's going to present. I'll put that into the Slack channel as well. But you can find all of this on just our Google Drive. So I'd recommend just heading over there and then everything's over there. And then you can always ask if you have any questions. So
sounds good.
I am going to, we'll present these slides. These are for people who missed the meeting. So you don't have to read that. Now with outreach, the plan change is basically to change our like direction with them, because the cold emails, I'm still waiting on a bunch and I don't think it's going to work. So I have an idea for a plan change that I'm going to cover this weekend. So I'm going to host a weekend meeting about outreach that we're going to go and do like we're going to do this one together, the union project together. And then afterwards, we're going to pair you guys all up to work on these three. And then, yeah, we'll do that over the weekend. And then we will all know how to kind of like do an outreach. Marketing, Mila, you want to talk about it? Should I talk about it?
Um, in terms of marketing and social media?
Yeah. Did I send
Yeah.
you anything?
Sorry, what?
Did I send you anything?
I looked at my Slack. I don't have any messages from you.
I think I might be going crazy then. My bad.
I was like, I think I would have seen it. I'm sorry. I don't know
No,
why.
no, no, you're fine.
But
That's on me.
also, I also did add an update. I think I might have added it to the wrong slides or something, because I did type something in under social media on one of the slides. Probably was like the wrong slide. But
Okay.
I can give a social media update like later if you want to do marketing now.
Okay. Yeah, I just planned this one out. If you guys have any like, I don't know, any plans set forth to do this week, but I'll move on, and then if you want to come back to it, I'll give you time for that. So the task list, I kind of just talked about it here, but it is really like one day before the meeting, I'll make sure everybody has a task. And then sort of if you want to do your own thing, you can go to the slides ahead of time and then just type in something that you want to do. That's the task list. And then right here, I wanted to just give everybody a brief overview on these slides again, so that, you know, whoever wants to present these meetings in the future, they can kind of understand it all. So Jaden, do you have any questions on the slides and like how to build them? Like just in case people are a bit lazy next week and they don't have a chance to get to the slides, do you know how to like fill in that?
So you said like I would fill in this slide and then I would fill in the black side, but then people would fill out the last side if they want to do something. Is that what you said?
I don't know what you just said
Oh,
about
okay.
this, but
So is the black side like the one where you like put your own tasks, or is that
this black slide,
yeah. Or that's just to update people?
this black
if they're not
slide
here.
is like the summary of where we're at. Like
Okay.
it's a really good overview slide, color coded as well for the people who don't like make the meeting. But this is
Yeah.
like an overview of where we're at. So if you want to build this,
Mhm.
just like start Slack messaging people and actually do it, unlike me. Just really like check in with people, and then they'll give you a nice overview on like what's going on. You can do that. Or like, you know, I can even fill out some of it too. Like if I want to fill out something, I can just do it. Like I
Okay.
might fill it out on like after we have our weekend meeting, I could
Mhm.
just come in and be like, all right, here's what's happening. And then you don't have to check in with me because I just wrote it down. So that works. And then over here, it's supposed to be us doing it. If you want to give us reminders / like you can do it too if you want to check in and stuff like that. But just make sure there's stuff on the slides so that we can go through, present, and then that'll be that. And we'll keep these meetings super short.
Sure. Sounds good. All right. Got it.
Cool. Yeah, so that's it then. We're done here. Unless Mila, you want to add something?
Yeah, sure. So I did type this under some section of social media in some slides. I don't know where it is right now. But Jonathan and I had just like to update quickly on social media. We touched base and we discussed what sort of approach would work best for like growing our followers and stuff like that. Because we're going to be mainly working on Instagram right now. Because that's probably like the most like place where we're going to get the most support, you know? So we think that the most effective way to do that is probably to follow a bunch of other student organizations, and then like potentially reach out to them and be like, hey, do you want to do like a follow for follow, you know, something like that relationship, because that can, then they can like repost your posts and you can repost theirs and then everyone gets followers. And I was on the social media team for this other student organization and we got like 500 followers in like a month by doing that. So like I thought that that approach would be effective. So we thought that like this week we could go through and like follow a bunch of people.
All right, I like that. I like that.
Cool.
That'll be like a video game. I'll be checking like, oh, how many Instagram followers do they have now?
Let's hope
Yeah.
so.
Nice. All right. Anything else from anybody else?
Yeah, so just something small. Jeremy gave me the task of finding like a mailing list for Swickly parents. And if you go to that website, it's just like a contact us page where you can like you can just check that you're an alumni of Swickly Academy and join the mailing list for this Swickly parents organization, I guess. And then I was thinking we could draft some sort of message. Apparently, we're now moving away from emails, so maybe not, but draft a message for swicklyparents.org. And the reason that I thought this was a good idea is because we have like a lot of resources at our disposal at Swickly Academy, like a lot of people with a lot of resources, a lot of parents with a lot of resources that we could reach out to. And so that's why I did this, basically.
Did you do the become a member? Did you fill all that out?
No, I can. I wasn't sure if yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going. Yeah, no, I will.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it. You can be the Swickly parent.
Yeah, what I wanted to was I wanted to draft a message for the email address because I think that that'll be the best way to like get in contact with them is to send it to like the host email address or whatever.
Okay. That sounds like a great idea. Sweet.